Hello, and welcome to today's trending contract, Knocking on Hell's Door, set in Whittleton Creek and supplied to us today by Shaco1610. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. For today's challenge, we'll be starting at the default location and we'll be bringing with us a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to make our way down the side street a little here. We're heading for the muffin stand, where we will find, just by this overturned bin, a soda can. We're going to hop over the fence into the house that's being renovated. We're going to open the garden gate and throw the soda can against the fence. And that will attract the attention of our first target, who is currently on guard just outside said fence. And when he comes in to investigate, he will be nicely secured away from everybody else, and we can drop him with a simple bullet. So, 1 target down, 4 to go, and we now have a bit of a trek ahead of us as we need to retrieve ourselves a propane cylinder. And for me, at the very least, I always go for the creek shed propane cylinder first of all, as that one has a tendency to self-detonate randomly during the mission. So if we can get our hands on this one before it blows itself to bits, then we know we are in for a good ride. So we're just going to run all the way down the street, around the corner, and over towards the shed. We're going to hop in through the rear window as the door is locked, and we're going to grab the propane cylinder before it detonates in our face. We're then going to head off with the propane cylinder to Janus's property, which is just off to our left here. It's the house next door to the house with the boat for sale, or the boat outside, not for sale. It might be, you never know. You should knock on the door and ask him if you want to buy it. So our target is on patrol in the front garden area. So we're just going to drop our propane cylinder by this bush here, hop over the fence into the house with the boat outside, open the gate, and take 1 shot at the propane cylinder. And then when our target comes back along as part of his routine, we can then open the gate once again and send him on a flying lesson. So up and over he goes. He landed rather awkwardly, I'm thinking. He might not get up from that one in a hurry. So 2 targets down, 3 more to go. We do now require ourselves a second propane cylinder. So we're going to hop over the far side of the fence with the house with the boat outside, make our way around to the rear garden, and grab the propane cylinder from the barbecue. We're going to take that propane cylinder and we're going to head over the fence into the house for sale. We're going to go around the house as the door is locked, and we're going to place this propane cylinder on the bonnet of the yellow Camaro parked out the front. And in a few moments, our next target will come along on part of their brake. I'm assuming this is their car, as they lean against it for a cigarette. So while we're waiting for them to come along, we're going to make our way back to the house for sale, grab the keys from the plant pot on the right, and let ourselves in, and grab the 3rd and final propane cylinder from the kitchen. Just as we return to the front door, our target should be arriving. There he is. So we'll just give him a moment to get into position and then blow himself up. And there he goes, and we managed to get him mostly across the street. So next up, we are off to the Wilson's property, and our next target is currently leaning against the fence here, having a cigarette. So we're just going to throw our 3rd propane cylinder down on the floor by their feet, and when he goes back to his cigarette, he will also go for a flying lesson, and he is getting quite a bit of height there, and again hasn't quite stuck the landing. So 4 targets down, 1 more to go, and our final target is located in Nolan Cassidy's house. He's actually one of the patrolling guards. We're going to go over the fence into Mr. Batty's garden and around to the rear where the frog habitat is located. We can go over the fence here where we will find a place where we can now go over the fence into Mr. Cassidy's garden. I'm going to take out that camera there. It's not strictly necessary, but I don't like having it over there watching us. So there is our final target as part of his patrol, and he will come out into the garden here, and he will stand over by the fence just off to our right, and when he does, we will be able to deal with him accordingly. And by accordingly this time round, we are going to drop him with a simple bullet to the back of the head. So down he goes. There we go. All that's left for us to do now is to make good our escape. So we're going to hop back over the fence and crouch run our way through the frog habitat as we head towards the bridge exit, which will be our nearest exit. So there we go, 1 more trending contract taken care of. And once we get out of Whittleton Creek and across this bridge, we will get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, and in turn that gets us a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.